I will call this meeting to order. Stand and say the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank you everyone for taking time out of their week and schedule to have this special meeting. So John and Dave went on a hunt for a new bucket truck to replace our old one. And they had 2 or 3 that they looked at, but they found one over here in Coatesville that they really liked.
Technically, it was in Heritage.
Heritage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
All right. Well, tell us what you found.
It's a 2012 F450 bucket truck. It has an Alltech AT200 lift mechanism with a working height of 34 feet. The 6.8 liter V10 has 197,000 miles on it. It has an onboard nitrogen compressor and Onan generator, 7,000 watt with 150 hours. Everything on it works. It runs and drives great. Good tires, cold AC, clean title. It has a floodlight for the boom. You can attach to it in case you're doing work at night or need it just to flood up light an area. It's got receptacles on the bucket for power tools. It's got receptacles on the truck for a 220 line and a 120 volt line. You can start the generator from up in the truck or up in the boom or whatever, and in the truck. I don't remember everything else. It's got new tires, pretty much in the rear. The front tires are fairly new, but not brand new.
Does it have a backup camera?
Has a backup camera, and then it also has, in case someone is up in the bucket and the battery in the truck completely go dead and the generator goes off, there is a backup battery supply that is solely for the purpose of lowering the person that's up in the bucket down to the ground safely and then locking the mechanism in place.
Well, that would never happen with us, would
And
it?
also the generator operates the bucket.
Yes, that's the other big benefit is the generator operates the bucket system, and that's separate from the truck running, so you don't have to have the truck idling the entire time you're using the bucket. Yeah, gas, not diesel. It's got a lot of storage compartments for utilities and tools and some bins he's throwing in.
Had 4 tire stops if you was on the incline or something, if you want to put them under the tires. Yeah. The bucket's got a cover over it, elastic cover.
Weather cover.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
It's incredibly clean looking inside and out. There's no like the upholstery, not that that's important, but the upholstery, nothing is ripped or torn. It has been in Missouri and in Arkansas. It was an AT&T service truck, serviced routinely all through all those miles and hours of use. And then also the Alltech boom was serviced routinely and was recently serviced right before AT&T sold it to this gentleman.
And it will go up 34 feet.
44 feet. And it'll lift 350 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, that just won't work for Jerry, will it?
Jerry could be in the bucket and still lift 300 pounds. So that was the other ones that we scoped out were not as nice in shape as far as this one goes. And then John's been in the other truck that we have, and I had never been in the other truck. And I got in it and started it up, and I had to drive it. He had me drive it, and I had no idea it was that loud. And then at a stop sign where there were harmful fumes entering the cab because there is a massive hole in the exhaust manifold of the engine.
That's why we got sleepy.
Yeah. So, it's my opinion that bucket truck is unsafe. So we really need to replace it. And this truck seems like it's a good deal. The gentleman that's selling it offered to look at our truck, and he was going to take it and give us a discount on this truck down from his original price. And then after he he did that, and then after he thought about it a bit, he thought, you know, you guys should just sell that truck outright. You can probably take it and get it auctioned somewhere, or at least make $3,000 to $4,000. So he went ahead and gave us a deal of $1,000 over what he was going to do for the trade. So it's $16,000 is what we're getting the truck for, rather than his original price minus the trade-in.
Anybody
That's
got
really
any
all I
specific
have about it.
questions for Dave or anybody?
Now, the only thing I have to disagree on, Alex saying to get $3,000 or $4,000 for that 34-year-old truck or whatever it is, with, you know, the bucket not working now and the chain and all that. I don't,
Probably not.
probably,
He was probably trying to be optimistic.
I thought you were gonna say 300 or 400, but
3,000, what he said. Probably get out of it. So he was giving us two.
All right, any other questions? All right, since this was, is an item that we didn't really necessarily budget for, we would need to do an additional appropriation of money from someplace. Looks like we have, more than enough in the rainy day fund if we wanted to move some money out of there.
well, we have 25,000 appropriated for emergency, so we don't have to do an additional appropriation.
Okay,
You just buy it.
out of that emergency
Out of
rainy day
the, out
fund.
of the rainy day fund.
Unless we wanted to save the emergency money
That's true.
and appropriate out of the other part of the rainy day fund, because, so this 73,945 in the rainy day fund
Uh-huh,
includes that 25,000 in the
Yeah.
emergency?
Yeah.
So we have about 50,
48, yeah.
48 in non-emergency rainy day.
And if
fund.
you don't think you're gonna need, well, you don't know, it's only September.
Right,
I know we're talking about the truck right now, but one other thing I would also highly recommend is that we've talked about this before, I guess, just in on-off conversation, that the area between the town garage and the fire department where we store a lot of implements and gear, we should attempt to enclose that somehow, or at least put a roof over it, and then possibly chain link on each end to secure the stuff, because right now, a lot of our implements and stuff are sitting outside, at risk. So I think at some point down soon, we should figure out a way to enclose that area and put our implements and put the new truck in the garage, and then put some of the items that are in the garage out into that outdoor area. That doesn't have to be decided now, but I just wanted to throw that out.
yeah, because, those tractor parts and stuff are brand new. And see if somebody decides to take them, they,
all right, so, go ahead.
I have one question. If we take all the money out of, appropriate money to go back into the emergency fund, or?
No, it's not hard because the State Board of Accounts doesn't have any say-so over anything other than general motor vehicle, highway, local road and street, CCI. But it's just the amount of time that it takes to, do you want to do an additional appropriation? He's not gonna get his money for it until it can be published and I think a public hearing and everything.
Okay,
And if this
But if
will
we
leave
use
nine,
the
this will leave 9,000.
okay. That, I just wanted to make sure we wasn't
Yeah.
gonna shortchange ourselves.
and also
Yeah.
going along with the truck, they're gonna have to wear a harness. And the one we got in the garage, it is outdated. I got that at Lily's when I worked here a year, you know, after so many years, they're outdated, but he needs to. Yeah, but I mean, it would have to have a harness.
He didn't answer, did he?
Safety harness.
So could we appropriate a little bit more money to get some things outfitted on the truck?
Well, there's 25,000 in there, so if you
So,
want to just
okay.
use it,
Okay.
yeah, whatever you need for there.
All right, so are we ready for a motion?
I make a motion that we purchase the truck that we have designated.
Okay, got a first motion?
I will second the motion.
Got a second motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion carries. All right, very good, thank you so much. Just an FYI, one piece of information, the trees have come in that we ordered, and the FFA group from Cascade High School is gonna meet, at the elementary school here in Mill Creek East at 5 o'clock on Monday, the 29th, to go plant those. So plant the trees at the park, and then they've got some, bushes that they wanna plant here at the town hall area.
No, I thought we were gonna put some trees there along by the pizza shop.
Yeah, we had thought about doing that also, just the, makeup of things that she had us purchase. None of them really fit
Oh, okay,
for that, but we can do that next
that's
year.
fine.
This Hendricks County Soil and Water and Soil Conservation Group, they do an annual sale on this stuff, so we can plan that next year, get some more stuff. Alright. Yeah, I need a consensus to adjourn.
Adjourn.
Alright, meeting adjourned at 4:11.